of you guys have played Syberia before, but I was really excited. Let's see, does it have... Uh-oh, did I not download the manual? What am I, a human monster? How can I not do that? So basically, the thing I really liked to Syberia at the time was, for me, I hadn't played any kind of point and clicks for a while, and I just feel like they were dead. Like, Xbox was sort of very, like, all the consoles were really action-oriented in a way. T-Con, I totally interrupted my train of thought, but T-Con says I really wanted to prank you and say your mic was off, but it wouldn't do that to you. Thank you so much for not doing that to me. But basically, I really felt like point and clicks were dead. Like, there was Myst, of course, which I did enjoy, but it was such a different feel. And for me, Myst was a beautiful experience, but a very frustrating experience, because I felt like so many times I was just like, what, how? There's no indication of how I'm doing. And Syberia to me felt more like, there we go, there's the manual, we'll just download it while I'm talking, that'll be perfect. Syberia just felt like more like a traditional Sierra game, even though it wasn't. And the only thing that really kind of cheesed me off, to get this to open up, oh, my face is probably so whited out by this white screen over here, is the fact that it really, like, they only gave you the first half of the game. Yes, we did. This is my husband, Russell, by the way, if you guys haven't met him yet. Russell says, oh, Syberia, didn't we play this on Xbox back in the day? Yeah, I was really excited about this game. The only thing that made me mad at the time was the fact that basically they only give you, it's really, Syberia, to call it Syberia kind of 1 and 2 is really not accurate. It's really like Syberia Part 1 and Syberia Part 2. So when I played this on Xbox, I remember being like really excited, and I could tell I was kind of getting to like the middle of the game, and I was really getting into it and getting the plot line down, and then all of a sudden it was just like done, and it kind of ended on basically just halfway through. So I'm not really sure why they released it that way, but I know it's more common for games to be released in parts. So when you see Syberia 1 and 2, they really mean Part 1 and Part 2, not Syberia 1 like you would be Space Quest 1 is like completely encapsulated. Basically, I just want to make sure. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I just want to make sure I see how to play. Left click for movement and actions, right click to view the game menu, use an object from the inventory, consult documents, or use your cell phone. Oh yeah, you get a cell phone in this. Ooh, I forgot about that. To run, double left click on your mouse. Okay, I just want to put the... I'll figure it out. Alright guys, here's Syberia! I have not touched this other than if you buy this game for GOG, and I wish GOG would do this automatically, it will be super funky on your screen and it'll stretch like... It's one of those weird games that's in between. It is definitely retro at this point, but it still tries to play like a normal game. And so here you have, it's supposed to be meant to be played in kind of a square, but it tries to stretch out. So if you go to the GOG forums, they have some, there's 2 different ways you can do it, one of which I tried, and I couldn't find it. They wanted you to kind of download an extra program that's designed to run some of these older, newer games in a windowed mode, but I couldn't find one that didn't give me a virus. And the other way is by actually adding code in, which I was really nervous about, but it went fine. So definitely, if you guys buy this game, just beware. Or wherever you buy it from. Because I think Steam has the same problem, which I almost wish they would just insert that for you, so you could pick windowed mode. Anyway, new game! Look at the little automaton! Aldine, French Alps. Tell me if the game sounds off, guys, please. Yeah, that guy's terrifyingly big. I forgot they're all automatons. This is super creepy. Exactly, Tonda. That's not disturbing at all. I forgot about this part. I definitely don't know how to play this game. There's no murderous puppets in here. We're fine. We're fine. Hanumanatanda. Hey, DS6! I just finished up Space Quest. I just finished it up. Okay. So obviously, we're in here. Let me see if I can... Left clicks the menu. I can go here. Can I save the game? We'll just do new save game. Did I save it? Oh, it doesn't let me name them. Okay, just checking. Good to see you, DS. Alright, so let's return to game. Ooh, what's this? Dialogue in notebook. Kate. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, well, get out of there. Oops, wrong one. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure this out. Welcome to Valdeline, which I have to wait to hear them say it. Valdine, like Valjean? DS6 unnamed, confusion in the store next Monday. The world capital of mechanical toys. Let yourself be transported by the magnificent landscape surrounding Valdine, a small charming town tucked away in the Alps by the Vorarlberg manufacturing, whose exceptional savoir-faire, see, I can read French, not really, in the specialized world of luxury mechanical toys and automatons is at the root of Valdine's reputation around the world. For 800 years, the Volberg family has passed its knowledge from generation to generation, perfecting the art of that particular branch of clockmaking that breathes life into the complex network of cogs and spindles that make up automatons. Its creative wonders once defied belief and drew the admiration of young and old alike. People would come from across Europe for a chance to vie for the right to own one of these fantastic toys. Unequaled savoir-faire. At the heart of a mechanical automaton is its motor. A series of spindles are set in motion to music via a set of cogs. Attached to the spindles are cams that are shaped in the image of the music. Is that cams? I'm going to say it's cams. In turn, they command a series of rods which control the gestures of the toy at their tips. Okay, this is confusing. Not really. Oh, look. Automaton construction takes place in 3 stages: modeling, mechanics, and casing. The process, I'm assuming we're going to need this for puzzles, guys, so we're going to read through the whole stinking thing, because this is how it is. So I hope you guys are enjoying my reading. Automaton construction takes place in 3 stages: modeling, mechanics, and casing. The process requires the participation of 20 different specialized trades. In its heyday, the Vorarlberg factory employed over 100 craftsmen, mechanics, watchmakers, sculptors, tailors, and dressmakers, who were all turned into automaton themselves in grisly murders, working in separate workshops. Vorarlberg automatons all have 2 distinguishing features in common: their high-precision mechanisms and their evilness, and the characteristic Volberg wind-up key. Devising and assembling each model is a meticulous process. Standard toys are constructed from local wood, while the most sophisticated ones use more precious resources, such as ebony and the bones of small children, from Madagascar. Despite competition from Asia, the Vorarlbergs never gave in to the temptation to produce electrical robots, and chose to continue their exploration of the mysterious perpetual mechanical motion. The Vorarlbergs have come a long way from their simple jointed puppets of yesteryear. Today their creations are so lifelike that they look like zombies, and look like they want to kill you all the time. But it's fine. One has the impression that they can think for themselves, which isn't terrifying at all. The first signs of puppet manufacture in Valdine go back to the... oh boy. Something century, because I'm terrible at reading Roman numerals. While there was maybe no definite puppet industry at the time, there were plenty of demon toys that would kill children. Hermann Volberg's renown was recognized even in the court of the Emperor. The Emperor feared him for his great and mighty toys. It was not until the something century that Charles Vorarlberg founded the Vorarlberg Mechanical Toy and Puppet Factory and industrial activity in the valley really took off. The reputation of Valdine and its famous toys then just kept on growing, and so did his influence and power, and also baby killing. Charles Vorburg with one of his creations, also his dead child. A large part of production was devoted to producing theatrical puppets at the time. 13th, thank you. 13th, luckiest century. Thank you, Tondendius. The turn of the 20th century was Valdine's golden age, as expressed in the factory's impressive architecture and the main houses of the town. The Vorburg reputation crossed the oceans, dispatching its fine precision mechanisms across the globe to delighted buyers who began to believe the Vorburg automatons had a life of their own. Everybody wants a terrifying, dead life toy in their house. Since the end of the Second World War, the destiny of the factory has been in the hand of Rudolf's daughter, Anna Vorburg, the last and sole descendant of the prestigious line of craftsmen. This inspiring figure negotiated the business through the end of the war. She breathed new life into production by creating works of art to appeal to experts and enthusiasts alike. Vorburg automatons became rare collector's items with highly innovative mechanisms of unequaled ingeniousness even to this day. Rudolf Vorburg managed the business during the glory years of the Vorburg factory. Okay, that looks like we're done. We'll keep that. Okay, that doesn't work like that. Can we look at something? How do we look at something? What is this? Is this the thing?
I really don't have the strength to take this suitcase any further. I wonder who can help me.
Yeah, it is weird. Tonda says, weird, they use Roman numerals in some parts but spell it out in others. Yeah, they do. It's kind of strange. I can't really tell, like, what I can look at and what I can't look at. Alright. Oh! First puzzle! No, it's not. Okay, stop. I didn't want to... Okay. Oh, a key. Okay, well, let's... Can we use... Use the key. Use the key. There we go. We got this. We got this. Whoa. Okay, now we can press the button. Can you guys hear everything great, by the way? If you can't, please let me know. Because the game sound is really nice.
Okay, I'm coming.
Ah! He's an automaton. Actually, he's not.
Hi there.
Hello there, Matt.
Oh.
I would like a room. My company should have made a reservation in the name of Walker. The company is Marson and Lormont Associates. The name is Kate Walker.
Of course, Miss Walker. You are in room 6 on the next floor up.
Thank you.
Okay, sound is good. Sound is good.
Could you possibly take my luggage up, please?
Please do excuse me, Miss Walker. We have been neglecting our duties. Guests are so rare these days that we forget our manners. So you're the American woman? Is it true what people say? That you've come
Oops, sorry.
to buy the factory?
Not factory. Anna's house. Hans' house.
Excuse me?
Would you quiet down, you mischievous little boy? Ah. I imagine our little town must disappoint you.
Hang on, let me just turn up the game sound for a second. Alright, unless there's subtitles.
You see, today is very sad for us. It's a day of mourning. Today is the funeral of Miss Anna.
Momo's sad, but Hans not dead. Hans long way away. Anna told Momo. Anna liked Momo very much.
That's enough, Momo. Stop pestering the lady. Now go on, scram. Get out of here, you hear?
Hey, Nipiki! Nipiki says I played through this. This is good. I played through this like 14 years ago, so I don't remember anything about it other than the automatons. Oh, sorry.
Yes, Miss Anna. Such a great loss for Valle-Delene, it really is. Because now that she's dead, the factory will close. But you're here to stop that happening, aren't you? Our future is in your hands, Miss Walker.
What? Anna Vorarlberg is dead?
He's got a wide stance there, guys. Hi, Hi, Nibiki. Hi, the Cheddar Man. Hey. G6 is more
Here's
cogs,
your room.
cogs, more problems.
I hope you like it, Miss Walker.
It is Jen with glasses. I'm so happy. We're streaming Syberia. Gotta stop messing with my windows because it stops the game.
I'll leave you to rest for the time being. You must have a lot of work to do. You know, the takeover of the factory is very good news for us here. It would make us very happy to see life return to our valley. If only you had seen Valadilen before. It was delightful. People came from all over the world to buy Vorarlberg automatons.
We've established that
somebody
in the
has left you
backstory.
some mail, I see. Remember, if you need anything at all, we're not far away, Miss Walker.
Looks like somebody opened her mail, actually. Hey! What I remember of this game is I don't really remember any of the puzzles or anything like that, although I did play it through when it first came out on Xbox. I remember how beautiful it was, and how excited I was, because it just felt like a traditional point-and-click, which I hadn't seen in a long time. Myst is a puzzle game, but it's not quite the same feel as this has. So I'm super excited to play this, guys. And also, I love her pants! They're like 14 years old, but they're really cute. Why can't I have a pair of pants like that? Alright, let's go check out our mail here. I have, but I don't remember anything about it except that I really enjoyed it, and that literally, even though it says Syberia, this is really part 1, and the Syberia 2 is part 2. They're not separate games. They really just released two halves of the same game. Russell said, also don't forget to put up the antenna when using your cellular telephone. The Chairman, this was on Xbox? Yeah, this was on Xbox. We got it, I think, like, used, like, fairly inexpensively. Anyway. Her pants are vacuum sealed in her legs. She was just ahead of her time. At least she doesn't have, usually when they do 3D modeling, they have the terrible, like, almost bell bottoms that stick out. Like, I'm just impressed. Like, they did, the 3D looks good in this game, to me. It looks good. Compared to, like, the 90s 3D. This is Marson and Lamont Associates Law Practice. To Kate Walker from Edward Marson. Dear Kate, our client, the Universal Toy Company, is more than eager to see conclusions from the talks with Volberg Manufacturing with view to take over in the days to come, and we have received notification to this effect. We are counting on your undoubted qualities as a business lawyer to bring negotiations with Madame Anne Volberg, the current owner, to a close. Allow me to remind you that the Universal Toy Company is a multinational which has a monopoly on the toy market, so they're evil, and you can tell because they have a monopoly. It is a Class A priority client who is also presenting Madame Volberg with a golden opportunity to sell her factory. You should remind her of this fact over and over and over again and how pathetic she is, in case she starts having last-minute second thoughts before signing the purchase agreement. I'm under no doubt you will live up to the great expectations I have in you, or else, Edward Marson. Yeah, the graphics, shrink wrap pants, the graphics have aged fairly well. I was happy to see that because I didn't know.
I should tell Marson about the death of Miss Vorarlberg. I hope this isn't going to get too complicated. I can't see myself staying here too long.
Okay, so we've got, I'm just going to kind of look, what is, oh look, we can open our closet.
No need to go down there.
Oh, that's the door. Well, thank you for reminding me. Let's go over here. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. She sort of looks like a little bit, like Lara Croft, but not really. Oh, why? Okay, hang on. So that was, did we lock ourselves out of our room? So that's the door out. What's the door? So this is the door to outside. What's this door?
No need to go down there.
Down where? This is your closet then. Oh, well. She doesn't want to go in the closet. I guess I can't make her. Alright, so I just want to check the room before.
I don't need that for the time being.
Well, good to know. I also like the voice acting. To my remembrance, was fairly decent. So we've got no bathroom. We've got 2 doors to the downstairs. Okay, this does not seem like the greatest thing. Let's try and use our cell phone. Don't need to go down in the closet, says the Cheddar Man. Exactly. Okay, how are we going to call people? Oh, Dan. Oh, who are all these people? We've got Mom, the office. Okay, let's call Dan. Who's Dan? Who's Dan, guys?
Dan Foster isn't around to take your call right now, so please leave your message after the tone.
She doesn't leave a message. DS6, those are not doors. Those are teleportation interfaces. Just tap the middle doodad at waist height. Alright, well, let's see if... Oh, who's Olivia? Let's find out who all these people are. Oh, it's like Hal's Moving Castle, which I love. Cheddarman. I wish. I would so play a Howl's Moving Castle game like this. So beautiful. Okay, so Olivia's not... What about Mom? Can we tell Mom we got there safely? Look at this cell phone, guys. Which, by the way, back then, that definitely shouldn't have worked in a different country. Alright, so... let's call the office.
Marson and Lawmont, how can I help you?
Can you put me through to Mr. Marson, please? It's Kate Walker.
Hold the line, please.
Maybe Telltale will make one, says Cheddarman. I don't know.
Hello, Kate. So tell me, how's the case going?
I've just got to Valadilen, and there's a slight problem, Mr. Marson, I'm afraid. Mrs. Vorarlberg is dead.
Ah, that's most unfortunate. But I seem to remember we made provisions for just such a sad eventuality, and we know that there was no heir.
Yes, that's right, but...
So where's the problem, Kate? Contact the notary right away. I'll get my secretary to fax you his address and an introduction letter from the firm.
Very good, Mr. Marson.
Gosh,
Right,
she's a
I gotta
jerk.
go, Kate. Keep me up to date, okay?
I just
have feelings that I need to talk to my boss about, which is kind of a terrible idea. Miyazaki should definitely totally do a point-and-click game. Yes, Tonda, he should. An authentic hold music. Yeah, I haven't heard that in a long time. Alright, so we've got... We can't go down there. Let's go down here. Puts our hands on our hips. Make it happen, Japan. Miyazaki and level 5 collab, says Cheddarman. Alright, let me just see what we've got in here. Oh, cool. It says mission. Kate, mission. Hans, Momo, help. Okay, but it's not letting me. So, I'm so early in the game, I don't even have anything to make notes of, you think? Let's go down this. I want to see what else is in this building. I just love how this looks. I'm gonna gush. I just went from... Which Space Quest looks good, too, for its time period, but it's nice. And plus, this, like, they did a lot of stuff right with this. Are we the only... Is this a hotel with only one room upstairs? That's interesting. That's 6. We're room number 6. What room is this?
no need to go down there.
Go down where? That's not down. That's someone else's room. I understand we don't want to go in there, but it's not down. Okay, so...
I'm back again.
Miss Walker?
Oh, good. Let's see.
A fax didn't arrive for me, did it?
Maybe. I thought I heard the phone ring.
Do you think you might want to go and check?
Certainly, ma'am. Immediately.
Thank you very much.
You couldn't hear it printing out at his feet? Dia Mater Alfolter? As you no doubt are aware, our practice is charged with undertaking negotiations for the takeover of the Volberg manufacturing by our client, the Universal Toy Company. It is with great sadness that we learn of the recent death of the manager and owner of the factory, Madame Volberg, with whom negotiations had started. We are under no doubt that Madame Volberg left you instructions before her death, enabling the sale to be concluded. We should remind you of the significant boost the arrival of American multinational would bring to the company of your region. DS6 says he just dug it out of the trash bin he has down there. It's for this reason that I'm sure you will give our representative, Miss Kate Walker, a warm welcome. Yours faithfully, Edward Marson. Okay, so that's...
Thank you.
At your service.
Alright, I want to ask him some questions. Let's ask about... help.
I think I'm going to need your help again.
Are you leaving already, Miss Walker? Should we bring down your luggage?
No, I'm not leaving yet. It's just that...
We would love to help, but just think what would happen if the telephone rang or if a fax arrived.
A fax?
Or if a customer came through the door. We don't have 5 minutes rest here. I'm sorry.
DS6 says
It's okay. No biggie.
the fax machine is perched on top of the bin for efficiency. Alright, so what about Momo?
Who is the boy who was drawing here earlier? Is he your son?
I hope not.
Heaven
She's super mean.
forbid. No, not at all. He's not a bad boy, no.
I just
Momo
hate
is
him so
just
much.
a little simple, that's all.
What is his connection with Anna Varlberg?
Momo is what you'd call the village idiot. And
Really?
Anna took him under her wing. He must have reminded her of her younger brother, no doubt. And birds of a feather stick together, don't they?
You're implying that Anna Varlberg was a little bit slow as well?
Heaven
You're
forbid.
implying that you're a
No,
jerk?
not at all. She was a real loner. She kept to herself, that's all.
She said no to my sexual advances. Alright, let's ask about her.
The young boy who was here earlier talked about, Hans? Who is Hans?
mean
Momo
Hans?
was talking about Hans Vorarlberg,
Hans?
Anna's younger brother. But he died a long time ago. Nobody here even met him.
Mystery. Alright, let's ask about...
I just love all these little mechanical robots. I've noticed there are tons of them here in Valadilen.
Be careful what you say. Vorarlberg automatons are not robots. If you want people to like you
Oh, sorry.
here, never ever pronounce the word robot.
Okay. What is the difference between an automaton
Time
and
to
a
zoom in and
robot,
Hans.
then?
Well, to tell you the truth, no one really knows.
Pretty sure they know. I'm pretty sure the difference between a robot and an automaton. Automatons are wound up, I think, and don't have... Dude, I'm going to tell you. Automatons are wound up and they have like a preset positions. They have preset things they can do. A robot actually has like commands and softwares. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but it seems like this very clear. So,
Did you know Anna Varlberg yourself?
Oh, why, of course I did. I mean, well, not really.
lots of automatons.
She was a very great lady. We loved her very much. May she rest in peace.
There's a lot of implications he made there. Alright, so...
Hello, my name is Kate Walker, and
Of course. Walker, room 6, next floor up.
Kate, why would you introduce yourself again? Like, I thought she was going to ask a question about somebody named Kate. I thought it was just that automatons are mechanical. I could be totally wrong, but I feel like there's a lot of differences in the fact the game's like, nobody knows, just feels so wrong to me.
I'm gonna go look around Valadilen. See you later.
As you like, miss.
Alright, is there anything over here we can look at? Let's check out over here and see what's going on. Alright, nothing but beautiful scenery. Nothing. Little ring lights up when there's something. Nothing. I was hoping. Oh! What's this? Yeah. She just keeps putting everything like in her coat. Alright, what is that? Ooh! Medium cogwheel. Interesting. Okay. What's here? That's not what was lighting up, is it? Why would you do the transition there? You transition here, what's this? I guess you can. Alright, let's get out. Let's walk around the streets with these zombie robot automaton things. Alright. Let's go this way. TS6 says, row, row, row your boat gently down the Valadine. Merrily, 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 merrily. Don't pay attention to Momo. I think he's super prejudiced against Momo right away. Like, that dumb kid. He's like, just like, no, he's not mine. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I thought it was... Lighting up is apparently for changing screens. Alright, I just want to make sure there's like all kinds of little stuff here. Can we go in here? I thought this was the same building, but that's the entrance to the inn. I don't know what this is the entrance to. Anytime a game says something like, don't pay attention to that child, you know they're important.
No need to go down there.
Oh, okay, that was just... no reason danger music. I was like, ooh, what's down there, game? Don't go down there! I am remembering why I like this game so much. And I don't remember what we do next, but other than we obviously need to find the representative.
No need to go down there.
Chairman says my favorite is when the adventure game tells you that door doesn't open. Exactly, like that door doesn't open. That door's just scenery. They just built a door there for looks. Oh, look, it's someone we can talk to, maybe.
Good morning. Are you open? Can I buy something from your bakery?
No, afraid not. Not possible. We're closed.
I can wait a while.
You can wait, but we're closed all day. Day of mourning.
I'm sorry. Please accept my condolences.
Don't worry about it. Because of Madame Vorarlberg's death, all the shops are closed. Mayor's decision. Try tomorrow.
Tomorrow I won't be here. That's a pity.
Let me see. Does this help? Does this help? Hopefully, Cheddarman. Cheddarman saying music is covering my voice just a little bit. Alright, so
we're closed. Try tomorrow.
Okay, Grumpy. We can't go in here either, probably. Man, I was feeling some delicious food here.
No need to go down there.
French-style bakery? That'd be awesome. Nope. No need to investigate anything. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom.
No need to go down there.
Is every door going to be that way? Can I speed up her speed a little bit? Alright, menu. Options. Okay, can I... Nope, I was hoping I could make her move faster, but no. Chairman, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. It's fine. Can we go up here? This house looks like someplace we should be able to go in. Oh! This isn't creepy at all.
This thing's jammed.
Gosh, don't be so grumpy about everything. Can we look at it? Okay. Can we use this on it somewhere? Nope, it says we can't. So it's jammed. Okay, get out of there. It's jammed.
This thing's jammed.
Gosh, aren't you grumpy? So, what are you telling us? We have to fix this automaton before we can get in there? Great. Thank you, Awkward Aardvark. Internet says double-click makes her run. Thank you, because otherwise we're going to be here a while. Or maybe not, because I'm double-clicking. And, oh, there's another door.
No need to go down there.
Okay. So, oh, what's this? Oh, hang on. See, it's easy to see. Oh boy. The Valdian Gazette, mourning the loss of the Queen of Our Hearts. Wow. DS6 is about to ask if she had run features. Thank you, Awkward Aardvark, for just telling me that. Mourning the loss of the Queen of Our Hearts. Let us pay homage today to Anna Volberg, who died peacefully yesterday at the age of 86 with a pillow in her face. The great lady devoted her life to her business and to our community. This formidable woman had an extraordinary energy, a force that allowed our automaton technology to develop and make our valley continually proud. Her vitality was matched by her generosity and goodness, and her poor business sense, which is why we're in such a bad state today, which has marked all of Valdien's inhabitants. The mayor of our town has declared that today would be a day of collective mourning in honor of Madame Volberg. Volberg. Yeah. Her funeral will take place this morning at 10 a.m. in the parish church, officiated by the town's own priest, who is also an automaton. Editorial: Anna Volberg's death marks the end of an era in Valdienne. Madame Volberg was an outstanding woman who presided over Volberg manufacturing for more than 50 years. Her death seems to bring further loss in its wake, sounding the death knell of our automaton factory, the economic heart of our town. It is impossible to view her passing without concern for the future of our valley. In the last decade, computers, video games, and electronic robots have become predominant in our consumer society, rendering traditional clockwork mechanisms obsolete. The age of the wind-up toy is over. Such technology cannot compete in the modern economic climate and has fallen by the wayside. It would be definitely consigned to oblivion if Warburg Manufacturing had not upheld its renowned savoir-faire, helping Valadian to remain economically active. However, today the industry has lost its spiritual force, and the future looks bleak. Maybe the time has come to celebrate the prospective American takeover of the factory, but what will be the cost to the soul of Valdian? Good night, Tikon. Tikon, you're off to bed. Sleep well. Ecology. The protest group Mountain Peace demonstrated yesterday near the site of the new Esperite Dam. They claim the construction of the dam has damaged the blue warbler's natural habitat. Intervention on the part of the forest ranger was necessary to disperse the demonstrators. Alright. So we've got some demonstrators, we've got some other things going on where things are... Ah, there's the run function. Let me just make sure before I... Yay, she can run, guys.
No need to go down there.
She can run so she can tell us there's no need to go down there. Yay, she does a kind of jog thing.
No need to go down there.
No need to talk to anybody or investigate anything. There's no mysteries here. Come on, run. Nope, she's definitely walking. Okay, you gonna say anything, Kate, or are you just gonna... Just gonna walk up the steps, rattle the gate, and say nothing. So we have no idea what this is. Okay, so obviously we need a key or someone needs a lesson or something. Alright, so... Don't see anything on the road. Alright, so if we're not... Now I guess we have to go the other way, because we're supposed to go... There's her happy little jog. We're supposed to go see somebody about this merger. Apparently they're on the other side of town, so that's fine. And we gotta fix this automaton, but I don't know how. That's probably their house there, we just have to fix it. Maybe talk to that guy. Whee! I like how she skids to a stop in the next frame. Awkward aardvark. What do people do for fun in this town? I don't know, but I guess today was a funeral, so they shut down the whole town for a day of mourning. I like how she skids to a stop. Alright, let's go check out this way. Whee! She's got a little bit of a limp in her run. Those boots must be hurting her feet. Alright, this is the inn, so let's go up here and see where we're at. Apparently they yell at children. Jiggle gates. Alright, let me just check this kind of a new area. Is there anything we need to see? Nope. Alright. Oh, what's that? No, it's not the grab function. Oh, well, I didn't miss anything. Looks like it's a little piece of something right there. Nope, that's just to tell you this is how we move on. So I was wrong. Glowing thing means you can go to the next scene. Hand means you can pick it up. Creepy, creepy automaton hand. Sorry. Please run, Kate. Make sure there's not anything. She makes no commentary on her surroundings either.
No point. It's locked. I'll come back when the funeral is over.
But this is the factory, it's not... Okay, interesting. DS6, did he yell at Momo or just talk about him behind his back? Both. He yelled at Momo. He's like, get out of here! This poor kid obviously has some sort of learning disability or maybe on the spectrum or something, and he's like, be quiet, you dumb kid! Shut up! And I'm like, he's just a little child, sir. He's not really doing anything. Oh! Now there's someone to talk to. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. What a pleasure to meet such a lovely young lady honoring our aging streets. Please sit yourself down next to me so we can enjoy the air together.
It would be a pleasure, but I'm afraid I don't have the time. Some other time, maybe.
I hope so, miss. I remember when these streets were full of vibrant life. In those days, there was a charming encounter to be had round every corner. Our good little town of Valladolid is not what it used to be.
It looks like things have changed a bit around here.
Our children have all left the valley. They need to earn a living, don't they? Can't really blame them. You have to move with the times, don't you? And it's not at the Vorarlberg factory that they'll find jobs. Being excluded from the world is not an easy burden to bear, believe you me, miss.
But it's such a pretty little village.
I can tell you're not from these parts. I hope you enjoy the pleasures that we still have to offer. Good day to you.
Cheddarman says they could have put some life into these pre-rendered backgrounds, otherwise they look nice. Yeah, I think for the time it was pretty advanced what they were doing. Oh, can we walk over this way? But yeah, definitely now. Oops, nope, wrong way. Definitely now they look a lot more just static. But at the time, especially comparatively, they looked pretty good. Alright, so let's go in here and see if we can figure out where we're supposed to go. Let's talk to him. Creepy as heck. Hello.
I'm back again.
Miss Walker?
Could you tell me where I can find a notary here in Valladolid by the name of Alfolter?
We only have one notary here, and his house is easy to recognize. You can't miss it.
Okay.
I just love all these
never
little
mind.
mechanical robots. I've noticed there are tons of them here in Valladolid.
Be careful what you say.
Okay. Well, so basically...
I'm gonna go look around Valladolid. See you later.
As you like, miss.
So how are we gonna fix that? Because I think what he means by that, it must be the house that has the broken... She does these, which actually I kind of enjoy. She does weird little skip hops when she gets close to like where she's supposed to break. It's pretty cool. It's like she's actually running, but almost gonna run into a wall. All right, so I think we know where their house is. It's just the issue. Their little automaton butler. Can we see anything new to him? Other than, can you please just give us a croissant?
We're closed. Try tomorrow.
No, not even one croissant. See, when he says that, all of these houses are a little bit distinctive. Like, this looks like it could be his house. Like, just, there's no sign that says whose house this is. Can we just knock on the door? Let me just make sure I didn't pixel. Pixel hunting, pixel hunting, pixel hunt. Oh! Okay. supposed to put something... We're supposed to put something in his hand? I don't have any... Nope, that doesn't work. So all we had to do was hit the other thing? That seems like a little... Okay, so this brings the head down. So we need to have like a card or something in his hand, which we don't have. Where's our paper we just got, like the fax? Here it is. Okay, fax 1, fax 2, advertising brochure. What's the fax 1? There you go. Okay. This is the wrong fax. We don't want to give him that fax. Let's give him this fax. Okay. Oh, wrong thing. I keep hitting... Look, it's fairly simple, guys, but I'm not doing it correctly. Okay, now let's pull this thing. Here we go. Oh, cool. Thanks for letting us in, dude. Okay. So what's here?
I should talk to the notary first.
Okay, I guess talk to him before you do what? Talk to him before you do what? Touch the coat rack? That seems like a weird thing. Anything else cool? Can we like search through their files? I mean, she's here on legit business, but I think they would kick her out if she was just like, I'm gonna go through all your files, dudes.
Hello, sir.
Miss Walker, I presume. Have you had a good journey?
No, it's been
Everything
terrible.
went very smoothly. Thank you.
Sure.
Do take a seat, Miss Walker, please.
Take a seat. Any seat. Oh, we have to take this one. There's only one we can take.
I imagine you are aware of the business that brings me here.
Of course. I was waiting for you.
Okay.
I am the legal representative for the Universal Toy Company. I'm responsible for...
So I understood, Miss Walker.
Well, yeah, I know. Sorry.
Miss Walker, I am afraid that the sale of the Vorarlberg factory is not as straightforward as it first
For
seemed.
her, not for us.
Whoa there. Everything was agreed. We'd obtained Anna Vorarlberg's consent, and her death does absolutely nothing to invalidate that. Now, I have to be back in New York the day after tomorrow, Metro Alphoter. My client and I are impatient to seal this deal.
I understand only too well, Miss Walker. There is an heir, Miss Walker.
Excuse me? An heir? But Madame Vorarlberg never married, as far as I know. And in my last conversation with her, she absolutely never mentioned this detail.
Miss Walker, believe me, I was more surprised than you are. Anna Vorarlberg sent me a letter 2 days before she died. Understand, Miss Walker, that had I known about this earlier, I would have informed you. I shall read you the document in my possession. I am so very old. It seems that today life is slipping away from me more quickly than I imagined, and I fear that I will not be of this world to sign the takeover contract for my dear factory. So, I must make this confession to you now. My brother Hans is still alive. It would not surprise me if you find this difficult to believe, but it is indeed the truth. You must remember his death, his funeral, too. Even though you were very young at the time, it was but a sordid charade dreamt up by our father. To him, the very idea that his only son should wish to leave Bala-Dylan and abandon the family business was unbearable. When Hans left, he preferred to think him dead and make everybody else believe this too.
What a monster.
He obliged me to bear this terrible secret as well. I repeat that Hans is still alive. So when I die, it is he who becomes the sole and rightful heir of our factory.
Okay, I see. If Hans Vorarlberg is not dead after all, then I just have to sign the contracts with him. I suppose you've already contacted him? Where can I reach him?
The second half of the letter informs us that Hans Vorarlberg is somewhere in Syberia. I will leave the document in your hands to read at your leisure.
Awkward Artwork says, sounds like the French wrote the dialogue. Maybe, I don't know. Russell Passes says, I'm but old and decrepit. I must sell the factory before I buy the farm. Dear Mater, Mater, I'll falter. It seems like today's life is slipping away from me more quickly than I imagined, and I fear that I'll not be of this world to sign the takeover contract for my dear... This is slightly different than what he read. For my dear factory, so I must make this confession to you now. My brother Hans is still alive. Hans is still alive. I never had the chance, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this is everything he read. Hans must always had a... This is so different from what he read. I don't know if I should reread it or not. Okay. He obliged me to bear this terrible secret as well. I repeat that Hans is still alive, so when I die, it is he who becomes the sole rightful heir of our factory. I have never had the chance to see my dear brother again. Fortunately, though, Hans and I have remained very close in thought. Through telepathy, apparently. Throughout the years, I've been able to follow his meandering life as he sporadically sent me news. On occasion, he would write me letters, but they were rare, as my brother, since his unfortunate accident, has maintained a phobia for the written word. What? However, he has sent me several plans of automatons that I have eagerly made up at the factory, and I will admit that they have largely contributed to the success of the Vorarlberg creations. Hans has always had a marvelous gift for breathing life into objects through clever combinations of cogwheels and springs. My little brother is a genius in the true sense of the word. Let's return to the matter at hand. Rest assured of my personal conviction that my brother will not object in the slightest to the sale of the factory. If I have already passed away when you come to read this letter, it is to him that the matter should be addressed. I received his last letter 6 months ago, posted from the north of Syberia. I regret to say that I have received no more recent news. I am aware of the difficult situation in which my confession and lack of further details leave you. Are you? I think you're not. But I wish to die with a clear conscience. I would be grateful, dear Merter. I'm not pronouncing this correctly, but I don't know. I'll falter. If you could inform the American law firm with whom I've been dealing of these developments. I have grown so old, so tired. With respect. Sorry, guys, and final greetings, Anna.
Anna Vorarlberg had no further information to add?
Unfortunately not, Miss Walker. I have told you as much as I know. The situation, in legal terms, is now clear. If you want to conclude this sale, you have to find Hans Vorarlberg. Apparently, there is a body lying in the town cemetery. There also seems to be some ghost wandering around Syberia. It seems you have your work cut out for you. Believe me, Miss Walker, when I say that I am most sorry for this regrettable setback. Most sorry.
Great. What now, then?
Perhaps you will find out more in the Vorarlberg factory archives. You will find the key in the waiting room. My role in this affair finishes here with the reading of this letter. And now, if you'll excuse me, I must rest. You see, my health is not excellent at the moment, and my doctor forbids me from working for too long.
Everyone in this town is dead and
I
dying.
will not detain you for any longer, Miss Walker. Do not forget to close the door as you go out.
Goodbye, sir.
So yeah, get that letter. Where's all the letters from her brother, by the way? Just to make sure there's nothing... Okay, there's nothing else we can... I just want to make sure before we go. Can we go out this way?
No need to go down there.
Why are all these extra beautiful doors if we can't use them? That's what I want to know. I guess we should save because we definitely haven't saved. Alright, so... Oh, can we look at the desk? Ooh! Okay, cool. Oh. It's kind of cool. Prove. Okay, so it looks like there's something... Christy Girl says, I've heard a lot of mixed things about this game. I don't remember much. I did play this, like, when it came out, like 14 years ago, 12 years ago. But I remember really enjoying it. I don't know... I don't know if it holds up or not. So let's do anything with this. Let's do something here. Can we pick up a paper, for goodness sakes? Alright, so there's a thing here that has approve underneath it, obviously. So I don't know. Can we just put, like, fax 1? Can we just put that underneath here? No, we can't. Okay. Well, we know there's little approval stamps that are here if we need them. So there's some sort of puzzle we need approval for. There we go. We know where to do it. What is this thing over here? And good to see you, Christy Girl, by the way. Telescopic key. Alright, well, let's see if it works on this thing. Personally, for the time, I think it's beautiful. I think people probably pretty mad they sold it in 2 parts. Thank you for the host, Goaty! Thank you, thank you. Alright, let's... Where are you? Can we use... Oh, first we... Okay, hang on. Hey, Goaty! Thank you so much for the host! How are you doing? Alright, does that work on that? No. But we do have a key now, so that's good. And we have buttons that don't work. Hooray! How's it going? Goaty does a Mega Drive challenge, so he's playing...
I forgot the notary will be resting.
Oh, I went the wrong way. Sorry, Mr. Notary. Thanks for the host, Cheddar Man. I appreciate that. Anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't know I finished. Anyway, Goaty's playing all the games in the Mega Drive. Hi, Truxton Star. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Alright, so we basically just found out that... Are you pretty sleepy? I bet. I have no idea what time it is where you are, but I bet it is very late. Or possibly very early. So we're supposed to basically... We're an American lawyer... And we're supposed to broker the sale in Europe, and we just found out that everything just went to crap because essentially the lady who died said she was the only heir. Well, now that she's dead, there's a brother, so we have to find... What are you doing, game? I don't like seeing that little Windows icon come up. Almost 5! Sorry, it's more reasonable here. It's like... I don't know, 1050, that's somewhat more reasonable. Can we use this key on this? Let's see. Well, maybe we can get into the factory too. Can we get in this gate now? No. Well, that key does nothing for that. Have you beaten Micro Machines yet, Goaty, or are you still on that game? And that game just seemed like, oy. It looks fun, but it also looks like it's a lot of work. Okay, so we can't go... Is the factory this way? Run! Run, Kate Walker, run! Nope. She slows down every couple of feet, like, ah! Nope, nope. I like how the door's permanently open, we just left it open. You've beaten it, Goaty? Awesome! What are you next now? If you're done with Micro Machines, what's next? Okay, come on, stop skidding to us. Oh, we got a phone call.
Hello?
Kate?
Dan, I'm so pleased to hear your voice.
How are you, honey? Did you have a good journey? Have you settled in?
It was long, tiring, damp especially, but I'm okay. Especially when you...
Everything going as planned?
Yeah, I mean, well, not really. It's not exactly what I thought it would be. You know, everything's so different here.
All the murdering
Actually, while
robots.
we're on the subject, I managed to free myself up tomorrow lunchtime. I'll come and meet you at the airport. I hope the flight from Paris won't be delayed. We're expected at the Goldbergs about 8 o'clock. I hope you have the time to take a shower and change, my poor honey bun.
Dan, I don't think the Goldbergs tomorrow night is really on.
Don't worry, Kate. You'll be as perfect as ever. Anyway, you never have to wear much to look really great.
Dan, I'm going to have to extend my stay here. There's 1 or 2 complications. You understand?
Kate, honey, what are you talking about? It's only a measly toy factory.
The sale isn't going through as expected. I've got to stay a bit longer. Dan, you don't mind, do you?
I think Dan minds.
Katie, you can't do this to me. I mean, it's the Goldberg contract. There's millions of dollars on the line here.
Oh.
I know, I'm sorry. You go ahead. Don't worry about me. I'll get back as soon as I can, I promise. Okay, I've got to go. I'll call you back soon. Love you, honey.
So her boyfriend's kind of a jerk. Plot point noted. Cody says some very slow and kind of bad quiet strategy game about World War II. Oh no! Awkward Artwork says she's got a boyfriend. Hi, Joy killed it! I'm happy to see you! And then Russell's congratulating Goatee because the Micro Machines game on NES was... SNES was very difficult. Alright. Good to see you, Joy. Alright, so we have a long key. I'm gonna try and get into the factory now. The old guy's still sitting there. We still are refusing to talk to him. Is that weird when they flip the perspective like that? I'm like, wait, which way are we going? I'm doing really well. Wow! Cody says I'm beating challenge mode last year in 40 plus hours. Beaten Super League mode now in 12-ish hours. Oh my gosh. Cody. Joy killed it. Good to finally see you. Good to finally see you too. Look, the door's now open, guys. They wouldn't let us in here earlier. You're welcome. Another phone call.
Hello.
Kate, so what's new?
We've got a problem, Mr. Marson.
What problem? Come on, Kate. Don't beat around the bush.
There's maybe an heir.
What?
Hans, Anna Vorarlberg's brother. Looks like he's still alive. We can't buy the factory without his consent.
What? What is this? Where's this mystery brother come from? And more to the point, where is he? What did the notary say?
Nothing. I mean, nothing else. You know, sir, it's an odd town here. Everything's odd. The people, things. The situation's not straightforward. I have a small bit of research to do.
Listen to me, Kate. Universal Toys is one of our biggest clients.
Gosh,
and I don't care how weird that town
jerk.
is. All that matters is that you do not set foot back in New York before you've tied up the deal. Get the picture.
Yes, Mr.
Hey,
Marson.
Donald Trump.
You can count on me. Darn it.
Awkward Aardvark says the real challenge is to find humor in this game. I think there's a lot of terrifying humor with the nice little death scenes and all the terrifying automatons. Look like they're gonna eat your face off like zombies. It's great. I like how if she stands still too long, she looks like she's looking for dog dew on her shoes. She's like, let me look at the bottoms of my shoes. Did I step in dog poop on the way here?
No point. It's locked.
Can we use our key? Hey, don't walk. Oh boy. Not a big fan of her walking all the way downstairs, so I'm gonna guess. Can we use it on this? We just got a key. We should be able to use it on something, you would think.
No point. It's locked.
Thank you, game. We can go over to the cemetery, so that should be humorous. It's definitely a change in tone from Space Quest, that's for sure. Okay. wonder her boyfriend's grumpy. Hey! Thank you for the follow, Firehawk. I appreciate it so much. I'm really close to 200 followers. When I get there, I'll do a special stream with childhood pictures of myself and all kinds of fun stuff. The music is pretty, says Joy Killed It. Yeah, it's a very relaxing. It reminds me a lot of Retrograde Tom's been playing a lot of Myst lately, and this has not. It's more interactive than Myst, but some of the backgrounds have that kind of feel to it. So what exactly are we looking at here? You just walk around here and that's it? Firehawk, I love this game. I remember loving it, but I don't remember anything else about it other than automatons and how fun it was to play a game that felt more like a traditional point and click, so we'll see. Alright, where am I missing anything? Remember, they said there is a grave for her brother, even though her brother didn't die, so that's interesting too. We should probably check that out. Her dad, Peter Gabriel, lol. Says Joy Killed It. Christy Girl says, I was going to say I was getting a Myst meets Twin Peaks vibe from the music. That is another game that I would, if they did a point and click like this, I would play the heck out of that game. Could you imagine how amazing a Twin Peaks game would be, guys? So good. If they did it right, not if they did it like the crazy X-Files games they did on PlayStation. If they did it right, it would be so fun. Oh, this isn't terrifying. Alright.
I can't go that way.
I can't go that way.
I can't go that way.
They'd have to actually do it correctly and not just do some crazy thing. Can we talk to the bird? Hi, bird. Goaty says, Peter Gabriel. We were joking a lot about, Joy was in the chat with me, and we were joking a lot about the music they hadn't missed. It sounded like Peter Gabriel. The chairman, there's some Twin Peaks inspired games coming? Oh, that sounds good. Virginia something. Ah, Peter Gabriel did a song for Myst 4. I didn't know he actually did a song, Joy. I thought that everyone was just joking about it, and it sounded like him, so I'm like, oh, how funny. But no, literally he did. Alright, let's go around the other side. We've... Run! That's kind of cool, though. Oh, here's a perfectly normal door.
Doesn't look like that works.
Cody says a teacher in high school named their two sons Peter and Gabriel. Oh no! Oh no! They sound like traditional names until they're together. I worked at a school and there was a set of twins and they were like in kindergarten and their names were Oliver and Oliver. Oliver and Oliver. It was awful for them because they're in kindergarten, so you're like, oh, what's your name? Oliver? What's your name? Oliver? It sounds the same. It sounds exactly the same. I was like, I already can't tell you apart, and I also can't understand what you're saying. So I don't know what the parentals were thinking in that case, but... Oh, hey, we're inside the building. Let me just save it just in case. I don't remember, so I really shouldn't say, but I don't think there's too many, like, deaths where you're like, I need to go back. The chairman. Ha, you sound like those kids from Bob's Burgers. There you go. Andy and Ollie. Yeah, Andy and Ollie's bad, but that was the worst I'd ever heard. Okay, so... And also, it's just, like, for them in kindergarten was terrible. Okay. Someone thought they were being cute and then wasn't thinking about the kids' lives in that situation. Okay, we've got a altar? Can we look at it? Nope, apparently not. Okay. Ooh, it's an automaton Jesus? That doesn't... Oh, look, it swings. Look at that. There's a little scrape there. Haha! We got a key. Shh. No one tell the automatons that live here. Joy says the song is called Curtains. Interesting.
I can't open it.
Okay, why not? Oh, because there's a key. Can we use the key on this? There we go! Now let's open up all their... Oh, look at all the stuff we can look through. Is that a priest? Are we searching? Are we searching through? I thought this was part of the factory with the cemetery in the back, but this is like... Guys, this is not a good thing to be doing. Oh no, we're just stealing things from the church. Alright, well I guess we should look at some of these things. Red punch card. Okay, oh, we have to... How do... okay, there's a way to look at things. Unless it's just saying there's a red punch card, a green punch card, a purple punch card. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna guess these are to run. Automatons.
This thing's jammed.
Is it jammed? Or are we just not doing something right?
This thing's jammed.
Alright, so... We can't use this thing on it. Usually when it's jammed, it's because we're not doing something correctly. Alright, so it's jammed. Nibiki, you didn't know there was a missed 4? I remembered the first 3, but I did not realize about 4. Okay, this is... Can we look at anything else? Can we steal anything else from the priest at the church? Which seems like a really bad idea in this very small, probably very religious town.
No point. It's locked.
Okay, so we've got punch cards. I don't know how this is going to help us. It looks like there should be an upstairs, but there's not. So if it's stuck... Let's look over here.
This thing's jammed.
Alright, I can't... I want to look at these books and stuff, but it's really not letting me. Have I played Awkward Aardvark says, have I played Lung's Journey? No, I do own it. I got it. I have it on my GOG. Like, I bought it. I haven't played it. I want to. I'll have to put it up on my, one of my Twitter polls about what you guys want me to play next.
This thing's jammed.
We just need an oil can for everything in this game. No, we can't. So we're gonna have to... Can't use a punch card with it, right? No. Nope, we can't use a punch card with anything. Let's just make sure we have everything. Can we get everything out of here?
This thing's jammed.
Oh, okay, so maybe we should try turning it every time we open something up.
This thing's jammed.
Hopefully soon, says Awkward Art. It's a masterpiece. I'm excited to play it. I almost bought the second one.
This thing's jammed.
But I didn't because the reviews were so bad. But I definitely got the first one. Oh, we didn't get the last one. Well, there we go, guys. I was being sloppy with it.
This thing's jammed.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. I was kind of hoping if we left one of the drawers open that it would do something, but it's not going to. And there's like, it looks like matches it's not letting us take. I want to be able to see the upper part, but it's really not letting me. Okay. So, no. Let's go this way. Why don't you run a little bit? This is a very small room. Okay, let's exit the way we came in. Now we have like punch cards, which I'm not sure what we would use those for, but progress? Awkward Aardvark. Second part has nice story and characters, just not much gameplay. Well, I might get the second one when it comes. I know it'll eventually come back on sale at GOG. So we'll see. Or, you know, we'll see how much I like the first time I do full price. Okay. She kind of has this little bit of a lope to her. Alright, so we went this way before. Now we've got punch cards. Did we try and get in this store before? There's nothing we can put our punch cards in, right? Because this is interesting to me.
No point. It's locked.
No point, it's locked, huh? Dun dun dun. Ba-dum-ba. Ba-dum-ba. Alright. Run, run, run! So this looks like this should be something. Either I want to make sure I'm not missing anything to pick up. The only thing I wish I could do is change the camera angle and like flip things around. Because I want to see like what's on the other side of this. Nope, she can just run to the back here, that's it. The grass stops her! She can't handle the grass in her designer boots. They're gonna get ruined, so she doesn't walk on it, I guess. Alright, so they told us, because the brother was supposed to be dead, but his dad just did that because he wanted to leave town, which seems really crazy. And so they buried a body, is what they said. They're like, there is a body there, but he's not in there. So, that seems crazy.
I can't go that way.
Why not? And there's a big automaton on top. Alright, so we can't go this way. Why not? Can we go around this way? I like that old style. Like the glide they did in the early 2000s. They're like, oh, that's not lined up correctly. Let's just glide her over to where she needs to be. Okay, so I don't know what we found, but we don't know enough to know what we don't know yet. Ah, gosh. My chair is all crazy. I need to get a proper chair. Not an IKEA chair. I sit too much in this thing when I stream. Can we go around this way? Can we go around the outside? See, I really thought this was the factory, guys. I didn't think this was the church. But I was wrong. I'm sure the priest won't miss his punch cards. It'll be fine. Can we go over this way at all? No, okay, so it's just back. This is just a place filler then, I guess. Talk to the old dude again. Let's see if he's anything new to say.
Hello again.
If you have 5 minutes to sit and talk, I could tell you a thing or two about the olden days.
I am sorry. I really am in a hurry.
He's got valuable information for us, I think. He has really valuable info. Why are you brushing him off? He's like, I know all about the old days. I can tell you all kinds of family secrets. Never mind. We don't need them. Why would we need them? Alright, so... let's see what's back in the hotel. Creepy as heck, guys. Creepy, creepy as heck. It's like, I'm a tin man, then I'm gonna... Alright. There's nothing... oh, what's this? I thought we picked this up before. What is that? We just... another cog? We picked up another cog. That's weird. We had another cog from the same room already. And I checked everywhere, so that's interesting. So I left and came back and they had new stuff for us. Okay. There's nothing to see over here. Alright, we need to... we're gonna need to investigate some of these mysteries a little bit to get out of town. Oh, another what, lady? Says Goaty. We got in that room... There was a kid in there earlier that the innkeeper chased off because he's a jerk. And the kid left behind like a medium cogwheel, but there wasn't anything else in there. And then when I went back just now, there was another cogwheel, a large cogwheel sitting there. So that's what's going on with that, but I don't know what it's for yet. I'm sure we'll need to use it. I was just surprised that, I'm like, hey, that was not there before. Alright, so...
No need to go down there.
Yeah, but there kinda is, because... Well, I guess you don't burst in people's houses, but that seems very anti-adventure game.
No need to go down there.
Thank you for telling me to enunciate, Goatee. In your own way. Alright, so... Let's check back in here and see if any of the things that we have can do anything with this other... There's all these little automatons we have to fix and mess around with. So this is the... office of the... This is the office... Mini Kappa. Hi, Zombie Man! This is the office of the notary who just broke the news to us that there's a brother and we're not going to get to do the stuff we thought we could get to do. I was really hoping it would let us... How are you doing tonight, Zombie Man? I was hoping it would let us... I don't think we can really do anything with that. I was hoping it would let us do something with this now, but it's not going. It's the same thing as before. I can see the approved... one button. I don't know what that thing is. It's got... I can't do anything else on this table. I can't do anything else. Alright. So where is the actual factory? So is this the entrance to the actual factory? Or not? Because it was, we saw it was like right in town. See, I wish it would let me like zoom in. I want to see what's going on there. Do we need like a key? Do we need to figure out? I guess it's not a mechanical puzzle or would tell us. But it feels like something we should be able to do. If we can't find anything here, we're going to have to go back in our room and see if there's additional clues. People tend to appear and disappear. Items apparently can appear, so that means that I can't be sure that what we need to do is in another area. We can't go any farther out of town than this. What's stopping us? Nothing. She just refuses. She's like, no thank you. She skids to a stop. It's like, there's no need. I already told you I want you to walk this far out. You can't go in this door, right? I just want to double check.
No need to go down there.
No need to go down there. We can't go behind the building. We can't shimmy up the drain pipe. That seems like a good idea. Back up to our room. Also, maybe we can call our mom on the cell phone. That seems like a plan. Maybe she'll know what to do. I really feel like the punch cards we got have to do with the brother's fake crypt. And I'm assuming when they say that there's a body in there, they mean an automaton body. Hi, creepy robot. Yes, I'm still not used to you. Thank you. Which may have some clues for us. I like the little run skid and then slide over. Alright, is this our room or is this a different room?
No need to go down there.
Watermarks in the ceiling. I demand our money back. Is there black mold in here? Apparently there's 6 rooms, but we only ever see 2 so far. Alright, can we open this up?
I don't need that for the time being.
Well then why do you have it? Is there nothing up here? Boom, 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 boom. Alright, no, there's just a bed, which we're not going to use anytime soon, I'm guessing. This is the other area. Alright, that was confusing to me, because are these rooms connected then? Alright, so there's nothing new up in her room. Hey, a new hallway! Alright, that's cool. We can go this way.
No need to go down there.
Or not, even though it says we can. Alright, we can go this way.
No need to go down there.
Well, why let us back in here, game? No, 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 no. Hey, Kate, how you doing? Turn around and do-si-do. Alright, so we can't even get the mop bucket? What here? Can we go this way? Or is that where we came from?
No need to go down there.
Well, what is the point of having this hallway if we can't go down it ever? That seems like a bummer. At least we know it's there. If we need it, which apparently we're not going to. Summerman says, how are you? I'm doing good. Glad fall is here, although today it fluctuated from being like a pleasant fall weather to being ridiculously hot, and I'm like, I just want it to stay one temperature. I don't want it to like flip from being like 60 to 80 back to 60 again. Alright. In like an hour. Hey, gaming trucker back in the library. Here we are. Alright. So, how are you doing tonight, gaming trucker? So, we've got these punch cards. We know they have something, they've got to have something to do with the cemetery, otherwise there's no reason for them to be there. She won't talk. Alright, see you later, Russell. Russell's got to go pick up some of his friends from the airport, which is always interesting. So, you had a rough day, gaming trucker? I'm sorry. So I guess I should figure out this is a church, but you can't really see the cross all the way down there. That run motion lulls this gaming trucker. Yes, it's kind of like a weird half jog. Right, why give us these punch cards? She sort of looks like she has a limp, so you're almost like, did she twist her ankle? Does she have a neurological disease?
I can't go that way.
So we can't use these as much as I like want to use these.
I can't go that way.
You can't go that way. Can't like look at this either. She's like turns around.
I can't go that way.
Well, I got that, but you can't take a. I wish they had like a little magnifying glass to be able to like look at things more closely, because it's like I can't really tell what's going. There's like different spike levels. There's got to be something we can use these punch cards on. So let me just make sure I'm not missing like an alleyway or a. Oh no, it's the same. That's the same thing. I mean, this looks like the biggest. Well, maybe his dad would have a bigger crypt. I don't know. Limp run. It's fine. So we already discovered that there's not anything back. Run! She's gonna walk slow. Alright, so why are we even back here? There's nothing back here. Why are we here? Other than to run skid there, which is cool. She's like, I'm getting my exercise. I'm jogging. I'm relieving stress because her boss and her boyfriend both sound like jerks. So her life isn't too happy right now. Gonna go around this way. There's gotta be a way. I don't know why this is, but games in the early 2000s were obsessed with the sound of like feet running. Anytime there's a game, there's like so many foot running sounds. We've been down this way all the way? Well, no, I don't think we have, which might be why we're having a problem. A tree. No, this is the door we came in here earlier. So maybe we're supposed to go in a different door.
No point. It's locked.
It's locked from the inside? That seems not safe.
No point. It's locked.
Okay, there's this stuff here, which we can't do anything with. I wanted to examine this stuff on the table, but that doesn't seem to be an option. Look how she runs, and I just like how she skids to a top. I just think that's cute. Alright, what is this over here? Because there's gotta be... No, we already looked at the cross, and we got the key behind the cross. This feels a little bit like Tomb Raider without any fighting. Like, let's find all the artifacts, guys. It's fine. No, so that's all the same. We can't look at this stuff on here. Alright. Lots of loud boot noises. This is as far back as we can get. We can't climb up the tree or anything. That's what I kind of do. Let's climb the tree! Alright, this looks like... Oh, did we even go in here? This is an elevator, it looks like.
Doesn't look like that works.
Yes, you should. Godi says my girlfriend has some Syberia 2 PS2 game at home that I should steal from her. I think the Syberia 2 is the second half of this game.
Doesn't look like that works.
Why wouldn't it work? Game. Now let's back her up so I can see better. I can actually see... I'm like, I can see better if you're not my way, lady. Why wouldn't this work, though? This looks like something that would definitely work. There we go! That was irritating that we had to click that just right. Alright, we've got some cogs here. Oh, that's not gonna work. Can we take that back? I don't think that's gonna work there, guys. What do you think? Can I pull them? Okay, let's pull
this. If that's going to work, it looks like something's missing.
So we did put them in the right place, but there's like two things missing. There's two different gears. So we did put them in the right place. I just clicked randomly. I didn't think that was the right spot because they aren't touching. But I guess it wouldn't matter. So we need a really small gear and maybe another really small gear. And then we can use the elevator. Okay, that's progress. Looks good to me, says Zombie Man. They'll just spin. They won't do what they're supposed to do. Gears, yes. Why? What am I saying that you're... Alright, so where do we find those? We found them in the first two cog wheels. We found those in the inn. So let's go back in there and see if there's more. If he's just randomly dropped all these parts. Maybe Momo has dropped all these parts in there one at a time. Make sure while she's running there's not anything new. I would talk to him, but I know she's not going to bother, which seems sad. She's like, oh, man with all the answers. I do not like this guy. I think that's very off-putting. Okay. Do you know if anyone's come in here with some more gears? Yeah, so we had... Where else could we get the gears from? Where would they be? Where is Momo? Actually, that's a good question to ask the innkeeper. Let's see if we can ask him where Momo is, because he probably has the gears. Wait, what? We can't talk to him anymore? We can't talk to him anymore? That seems really unfortunate. Can we search behind your desk? Huh? Here. Can we do that? Bum ba bum. Yeah, I originally played this on Xbox, actually, Goaty. When it came out, or a couple years after it came out. Oh, good. Sorry, I thought someone was texting me, but it's just notifications that I didn't turn off. So where else haven't we searched? We've pretty much... It won't let us open up, it won't let us go in here, which is our closet. Maybe it will now.
No need to go down there.
No. Well, that's disappointing.
No need to go down there.
The art is nice, Goaty, I agree. There's a lot of games from the same time period, like, this came out in 2002, I could be wrong. It's somewhere around there. That, like, yeah, the bed looks really good, that don't look good at all. This game did such a good job with its visuals. I mean, there's stuff they could have improved, but for the time, really good. Goaty says, I say art, but it's probably something like digitized images or something. Probably. Though I guess that they would do... Someone would probably paint this up.
No need to go down there.
So it's not quite as like a photo, at least.
No need to go down there.
Everything's very Art Deco here, and I enjoy that art style a lot, so...
No need to go down there.
Can't wait. Why is there this? There's a bucket and a mop just like stinking sitting here, just saying, pick me up. I need to be used for something, and it's not letting me. So poo on that. Alright. So we have seen there's no more gears around here. We're just going to have to search until we find those other 2 gears. And since we didn't find them in the cemetery, I feel like maybe Momo was playing with them, in which case we don't know where they are. Ghosts. It's not like mist art. It's not. I mean, some of the backgrounds have that feel to them, to me, just because it's like highly detailed. And some of the mist stuff looks a little Art Deco to me, but it's not the same. It's just nice to find a game that still looks nice from that era, because some of them do not. Alright, are you gonna let's talk to this guy again? Because I think he's got all the answers, lady. Kate's like, I don't need to talk to this guy who has all my quest goals.
Hello again.
If you have 5 minutes to sit and talk, I could tell you a thing or two about the olden days.
I am sorry. I really am in a hurry.
I thought she was like an investigative lawyer. Come on.
It's a pity.
He knows all about everything. Alright, so we've already been this way. Let's go look. Yeah, I'm impressed. I remembered being a good-looking game, but again, like, it's like 14 years ago. It could have looked like anything. I'd have been like, I'm so happy this game looks halfway decent. Somebody was playing that X-Files game, I want to believe, which I think came out a similar time to this, within a couple of years, and it looks terrible today. It looks really awful. So I was like, maybe it doesn't look as good as I thought, but no, they did a good job with this.
No need to go down there.
No need to go down there. Let me just make sure we're not missing... Just gonna kind of vacuum up and do a pixel hunt here and make sure we're just not missing these gears. these cogwheels, that they're not just sitting on someone's porch or something. We're just not seeing it. Because I was like, let's run through this section. Where would Momo play at? That's the real question. Yeah, I feel that way too, Christy Girl. Christy Girl says, yeah, this could easily be some indie adventure game that came out recently. Actually, I was kind of thinking how, like, I'm not a big fan of the telltale art for, at least the first Monkey Island that I saw. Like, I don't think it looks as intriguing as the original art in a lot of ways. And, it's just funny to see this and be like,
No need to go down there.
I could have gone in this direction a little bit. No need to go anywhere. No need to explore anything. It's fine. Just run up and down this same... There's only one road in this town. There's only one road. Let me just see. Sorry that my white balance is freaking out. I need to get some more light in here, but when I do that, it doesn't... I don't know. If it gets really annoying, let me know, and I'll go in and try and fix it in the webcam. It was fine earlier, but I keep noticing it dims down and comes back, and dims down and comes back. Alright, so if it's not... Where would those cogs be? Like, where's Momo? And how are you doing, Go, by the way? I don't know if I said hi to you. How are you doing tonight? So you can't do anything with it. We'll just set this whole animation for us to for her to tell us so, which makes me think that later we definitely will. Run! What's that? Let's get to a stop. Can we look at this guy again? So we solved this puzzle earlier. Oh, no. We can't look at that guy again. Has Momo been playing in here? It's so weird to see an office desk and there's no computer. So like, no, we just have our automatons. Just trying to see if I missed anything in here. Automatons. Is that something? No, it's nothing. Yep, in a second. She checks her shoes for like dog poop in the bottom. She's like, oh, let me look. Have I stepped in dog poo lately?
Oh no, I forgot the notary will be resting.
Cheddarman, this game has Kickstarter written all over it. I think there's, so they have this one, Syberia 2. I think there's actually a third Syberia game too, which I never played. I think I played part of the second half, but I don't remember if I finished it or not. Mammographic, yeah, except they delivered on their promises, Cheddarman. Oh, man. Alright. Yeah, things are looking bad on Kickstarter for... So all of the little gaming mags are saying for computer games. Alright, so we didn't see anything. Can this pastry guy at least give us something to eat for breakfast? Come on.
We're closed. Try tomorrow.
Cheddarman says, hi, First Matt. What is this situation going on? That's what I want to know. Alright, so let's try and call our mom and see if that changes anything. Well, the problem is... Hang on, let's try and call our mom. Can you call our mom? Let's call Mom. Hey Mom, help us with this puzzle. Nope, we can't call her yet. Yeah, I'm excited for Thimbleweed Part 2, Matt. I think the problem is no one has any money to like start up these games. Like they can't, unless people actually pre-buy them, they don't have the money for them. Because gaming companies won't. I mean, I really think some of these larger gaming companies...
No need to go down there.
I feel like some of these big, even just bigger companies, the reality is it wouldn't cost them that much manpower to do a smaller game like that, and it wouldn't be as high risk for them. But they're not going to do that. They're going to focus on their much larger projects. Jeremy, I'll pay $5 for it when it goes on sale. I know, and that's the truth too, because eventually, you know, if you wait it out long enough, it's going to be... Can we go in that door? I think we can't, but it's going to be on sale. But I'm really excited about it.
No need to go down there.
But there's too many, it's just, and plus a lot of times these companies, like these little guys too, it's like they don't always know, and they're estimating how much it's going to actually cost. Like, if you have a gaming company backing you, you just keep, like if you go over budget, yeah, they're mad, but they have the money to do it. And they have the manpower already in place. Like, we're just going to pull these people off of this project and throw them on your project, and we're going to make it happen. So basically, yeah, it's not the best model. I don't know what would be a better model. The worst I saw was a podcast Kickstarter. They raised what? For what? They raised like 50 to 60K for a budget of what should be like 1K. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what are you... I mean, I can understand getting a top-of-the-line, I guess, computer and getting your studio stuff set up, and they never delivered on gold. Yeah. Okay, so we know what we need to do for this kind of. We need to get these...
If that's going to work, it looks like something's missing.
Yeah, that's true, Cheddar. Cheddar says Gilbert has experience in the business, I think. Yeah, it's good to have business people experience. I think that they're probably more likely to... And they're almost done, hopefully. If you kind of walk into it and you don't know what you're doing. Like, I have a game idea. I think it makes it a lot tougher. This is the only door. Just trying to see if we left something in here. If we... But I don't think we did. We need those extra... We need those extra things. I don't know anything about Mighty Number 9, Matt. I guess if you think of it like a business investment, like when you invest in a business, you know, the chances of you getting money back is pretty small. But it feels like you're buying something, so that's the thing that makes it, you know, that's what makes it tough, is you feel like you're buying an end product that doesn't exist yet. So you're not really thinking of it in the same way. If you were like making a business investment, I'm going to invest in this project because you don't get profits from it, you just get the item. So, you know. Exactly, Matt McGrath said, yeah, but Jen, I'm not getting any profits. That's what I just said. Exactly. So it has the same risk of it. At least, like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's things I would. I haven't, but there's things I might. I almost did the, oh, I'm so tired, I can't remember her name. There's a bunch of the original MST3K, not their new project, but they were doing something called this show about a Ren Fair, and it had Mary Jo Pehl in it, and I almost backed that, but I just don't have money to do that. Matt McGrath, it's like the chairman saying, hey dude, I'm gonna make you a sandwich, give me $5. I'll give him $5, like, sorry dude, I got tired. I think they're, you know, I feel bad for, I don't know, I wouldn't want to do something like that because I would be so stressed out about all of the unknowns that you don't know about and trying to run a team and like and people would just like, I think would get tired of it. Like, I'm amazed Infamous Quest did as many games as they did just because to keep the team going. Chairman, actually I ate your sandwich. Cheddarman's like, I know the better economic model. I ate your sandwich. Okay. Yeah, that's what makes it sad, is the developers and the fans are hostile towards each other. I think that's sad. I think it's better not to resurrect a project at all if it can't be finished than to half finish it and have people be upset with each other. The nice thing is that if you want to do... There's ways to do indie games where you don't necessarily have to do Kickstarter. If you want to do it more simply like, well, I guess I don't know enough to say. Like Undertale, which I've heard is a fantastic game, looks fairly simple to me from the outside. I don't know if they did a Kickstarter or not. But that's a way you can kind of sell a concept and have like the simple mechanics around it. That's true. Matt McGrath says it was better when developers were walled off and not constant availability to people. Yeah, that's the other thing too. It's gotta be tough to work on something and, you know, people want updates and you give an update and they're really mad about it. That's really gonna suck. Okay, what are we doing? So here's what I don't get. I wanna... Can we look at this? No. Nico Magic. They did a Kickstarter. It took like 4 years to make. Really? They did deliver. Well, Undertale is supposed to be really good. So, hi, Nico Magi. I don't know. It's nice to meet you. I say I don't know who you are, but obviously I do because you just walked in. Can we go this way? Is this the way we could have gone the whole time? Oh, well, you know what? Thank you, game, for making this clear to me. Okay, so we've got... Golly. Keep running back and forth, running back and forth, running back and forth, running back and forth. Okay. Okay.
If that's going to work, it looks like something's missing. If that's going to work, it looks like something's missing.
Okay, I heard you the first time, but what do we have? A telescopic key. Oh, that's what it is? Well, nice. I would have no idea that wouldn't have it fit. Okay, guys, so now we got into a whole other part of the game, which I was not aware of. Thanks, game. Let's just save it. There's not a lot of sudden deaths in this game, as I remember. Again, I played this like, I don't know, 14 years ago. I have no idea. Oh, you still have to go back and you do that pacifist run? I don't know about the game because there's multiple endings and it's emotionally gut-wrenching, apparently. So, I don't know. Let's return to game. I don't want to go return to the main menu. Hey, Cedra! Okay, that's not anything we can pick up, right? How are you doing tonight? Alright, so... Hey, look, we're in a whole new area. Too bad we didn't know that was there. We would have gone down it a lot earlier, you know? Yeah, I think so, Matt. I think it's a little tough to... It's tough to create when everything's... I can see both sides of it. Oh, no, that's not what I want. I thought she was picking something up. So is this, the real question, is this the factory? Oh, the same skid to the stop. Let's go, we need to go up here. Matt McGrath, just give me a game and I'll give you some money.
The door's locked, but I've still got to get in there.
I've got to get in there. Oh, I like this automaton here. Sort of looks like Don Q. I can go this way though. Let's go around the side. There's gotta be a back entrance. Sure, man. I'd like to buy Ron Gilbert a beer and chat him up. Hey, look at this. What's this? basically you wish fandom and the internet was nicer, Matt. Is that what you're saying? And just a little more sane? Okay, how do we... Nope. Can we get on this thing? It's a ladder to the stars. Yeah, I think that's really true. Matt says, I feel that everyone is ready to attack everyone at the slightest issue. No, Jen, I mean everyone. Chitterman says, maybe if I got Gilbert drunk enough, he'd tell me the secret of Monkey Island. A ladder to the stars. Hey, luxury wagon!
The door's locked, but I've still got to get in there.
Alright, so we've got, obviously, this is something that we can use to get up here, but she's not using it. Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. The more you know. Oh! I'm Casey Kasem. Oh, man. Casey Kasem. He died this year, too. Oh, look, we've got probably I'm going to guess, a labyrinth. So, let's try and do that. Looks like I'm 2 hours late. You're fine, luxury wagon. Matt saying, and next on our top 40, it's a letter we can all understand. It's about a dog named Fluffy. Oh boy, is that a person or an automaton?
Good morning. You've got a magnificent garden here.
Know. Oh no, she looks like a zombie.
Oh, please don't talk about it. Since my gardener automaton broke down, there are weeds everywhere. You can't imagine how much work it takes me. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. We're not used to doing without our robot help here in Veladiland. But everybody says that we're going to have to get used to it.
I thought they said not to say robot or we'd get in big trouble. They like yelled at us. You're about to get some tacos, Venetul? Well, thank you for stopping by. It's okay. I also want tacos. My stomach's like, that sounds good. I'm like, no, not really. Alright, so she said robot, even though they told us not to say robot, because otherwise people will get in big trouble. Apparently, she doesn't sound like she's from here, and she's saying Vanatool instead of whatever. Hello, naked, headless, half-headed lady statue. You're interesting. Anything I can pick up over here? Let's just pick up the statue. Cheddarman, yeah, next time bring enough tacos for everyone. There you go. Please do. We'd all appreciate it. Alright, so... Teacher says this game's interesting. This game is interesting. This is a very fun game. Okay. Hey, fountain. Oh, look what we found. Yeah. Okay, it looks like part of it's broken off, but we'll be okay. It is from early 2002. It still looks pretty good. It's basically a game, this is part 1, even though it says it's Syberia complete. The second game is part 2, which was, I think, pretty anger-making at the time because they didn't do that very often. We are playing Kate, who is a lawyer, who's trying to broker this sale of this automaton factory, and when she gets to town, the owner has died and has said she has an heir who's her brother, that we have to kind of figure out what's going on with that. They seem like... See, they have dynamic water, which looks nice. It does. It just holds up better than some of the other things from 2001 to 2002, which I can appreciate. Let me guess, it's gonna say...
No point. It's locked.
It's locked. The only thing that gets a little frustrating is that it doesn't always make clear if there's points that I didn't realize I could click just to the right or the left. They've had some birds, Cheddar Man. They've had some birds and some other things that you can see in the background. It's just not... It's not as often as Myst. And I think if you looked at the first Myst game, probably. Okay, I like how she does her run skid. No, we're going this way. I've seen some birds. Like a Nancy Drew game. There you go. Like a okay, so that's not really... Here I got very excited because I thought it was a labyrinth, but we didn't get very far in it, so... Maybe later... The game kind of trolled me with that. I'm like, it's a labyrinth! Oh! No. It's like 2 places and a locked door. Alright, now, can we look at this again? Alright, can we... Oh, now we can do something with it.
I need a key.
Oh, well, good thing we just found one. Hey! Who wants to climb a rickety ladder to the stars, guys? This seems like very unsafe. Chitterman, I'll be looking out for them birds. I'll be sure if I see them to point them out to you. There we go. Oh, cool. We're in the attic. What thing can we find here? Let's look at these boxes. We're not. Let's just walk to the side. That ladder. Pretty much. Is that a Renaissance painting back there? Alright, let's look in here. Christy's got my back. Christy girl saw him. We'll just have to point them out. Probably why he was away from here. Alright. Why... If you're not gonna let me look at anything, why am I here? Can I, like, pick something up? Can I, like... Basically, can I just shove all this stuff in my coat pocket? Like, I've got this very slim fit coat, but I'm pretty sure I can fit everything in it. Ooh, that's a cool clock. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's just back. Never mind. Dun. There's a fly noise. We didn't get to see the fly, though. Is there nothing that she can look at? And open up? Like, there's all these cool things. Can't we do anything with them? We can just run into a corner and stare at it. Cheddarman was just saying it looks good, but he would have appreciated more background animations. Like that would have made it better. Oh, we can turn on the light bulb. That's good. I know, that it does this thing, I think it's because it's a classical... Momo!
Mammoth. You draw mammoths for Momo?
Oh, Momo, it's you. You scared me.
You scared me as I was illegally running around the factory. Let's talk to him some more, please.
What are you doing in here?
Momo want mammoth picture, like Hans' picture.
Sorry, I haven't got a picture of a mammoth with me.
Take paper and pencil and draw mammoth for Momo.
You don't give up easily, do you?
Momo is the kid that they called the village idiot, which is terrible. Right, can we draw a picture?
You remember me, don't you? I'm Kate.
Draw mammoth for Momo, please.
You must find me a bit rude turning up places uninvited where nobody knows who I am. See, it's kind of my job, you know, to get involved. But don't mind me.
Just steal things.
Carry on with what you're doing.
Momo not mind. Anna kind. Never angry.
That's right. She won't be angry. Not now.
'Cause she's dead.
You're a sweet kid, Momo. But I can't draw. Least of all, mammoths.
Draw mammoth easy. Hans draw mammoth. Anna draw mammoth. Kate too.
I mean, maybe I could do a quick squiggle of a box, say, that has a mammoth inside.
No, Momo want a real mammoth.
My goodness, you are one stubborn boy.
He's not that dumb. She's like, let me draw a box and we'll pretend a mammoth's inside. Luxury Wagon says she just steals his paper and pencil, not drawing the mammoth. Teacher, the village idiot is an important part of the social structure of the village system. Well, this is a little late for that. This is supposed to be... She's a cell phone. If she's a cell phone, they should not be calling him the village idiot.
There's something I'm looking for, but I don't quite know what. I need a clue. Anything that might tell me where Hans is. You want to help me, don't you?
First, you draw mammoths for Momo.
And if I help you, you help me, right?
Momo no, Kate is kind. Kate draw mammoth for Momo. Then Momo tell Kate secret.
I don't like secrets.
You've got a secret?
First, draw mammoth for Momo.
And the secret is that he killed Anna. Jennerman, because this kid just wants everyone in town to draw him a mammoth. I think so.
It must be fascinating to live in a village full of automatons.
Automatons made by hands. Difficult work. When Momo big, he do like hands. Momo friend of automatons.
Cedra, I don't like Comic Sans. That might be I haven't seen that Monty Python sketch, or if I have, I don't remember it right now.
Tell me, Momo, did you come here a lot with Anna?
Mm-hmm. Anna like Momo. Anna like Hans. Anna on journey.
Journey of death. Thanks. Now we got that fly sound. Yeah, it just keeps coming on back. So we asked about Hans, Momo, Automaton, Anna. Okay.
Momo, I've got to go now. But see you later, maybe.
Okay, so we took his pen and paper, so at some point we're gonna have to... Hans moment. Hans is the brother that we're trying to find that we suddenly realized that, like, he... Oh, look, there's a writing dress. Can we just try to do something, please? Hey, look! What's this in here? Anna. Hansel and Gretel, lol. Hans and Anna. Alright, let's open this up. Can we open this? Can we open it up? Oh, we have to do this. Oh, get ready for a lot of reading. Luxury Wagon says, straight up said, no mammoth for you! I'm gonna steal your stuff, but no mammoth for you. May 14th, 1930. Yesterday, something terrible happened. I do not know who to turn to, who to talk to, so I've decided to write it down. You, dear diary, are now my confidant and sole guardian of my secret thoughts, which now everyone can read, because I wrote them down, which means they're readable. Hans lies in the next room, teetering between life and death, and I'm terrified. Oh, the injustice of life. First Mama, then Hans. Please, dear Lord, don't take my little brother away as well. May 15th, 1930. Hans made me promise to keep this a secret, but his burden is too heavy. I know I can tell you, though, dear diary. No one will ever read it, especially not my father. We discovered a cave in the mountains, a marvelous cavern with ancient paintings on the walls. Only prehistoric man could have painted them because they are depictions of mammoths, which are prehistoric creatures as well. Thank you, game. We didn't know that. That much I know. I hate mammoths now. It's all because of them, and because of that stupid prehistoric children's toy. Why, Hans? Oh, why did you try and take it? And why did I let you climb up there? It's my fault. You are in the coma now. Hans, if you die, I do not know how I could ever forgive myself. See, does this game take place in 2010 or 2016? Okay, here we go. Oops, wrong thing. Well, if I knew how to turn the page, it'd be good. May 16th, 1930. Hans still has not regained consciousness. Father cannot sleep, and Gertrude cries all day long. Outside, the heat is suffocating, but inside the house is icy cold and dismal. That is not possible in 1930, thank you. The house would be way even hotter than outside. I still have hope, though. I know my brother. I know his strength. He will pull through. He will never give in. Oh, sorry. May 17th, 1930. I cannot think of anything else but Hans. In all my waking and sleeping dreams, I see his fall over and over. I have PTSD now. I see his head hitting the rock, and his oh-so-pale face softening. I have taken refuge in the attic. Too bad I don't get counseling, because it's 1930. My dad tells me to bury my feelings deep inside. It's only the place where I find any peace wrapped up in all my memories. May 18th, 1930. 5 days have passed since the accident, and Hans still has not opened his eyes. I see him like this is unbearable. Please, God, protect him. Take my life, not his. I want to die. I feel so desperate and alone. I want to snuggle up in Father's arms, but I dare not. He says I'm too old to have feelings anymore. He's just so impassive. Oh, Hans, don't leave me here. I don't know what you guys are talking over there. Just like jaw harp. I don't know. It has happened. Hans has come back to life. He opened his eyes and uttered my name. My name! He blames me for the accident. He cursed my name. Do you realize this is the happiest day of my life? I want to take to the streets and sing to proclaim my joy to the world. Thank you. Thank you. How wonderful, how beautiful life is. Gertrude and I cannot stop breaking into uncontrollable fits of gibbles. Uncontrollable fits of gibbles, guys. Gibbles and bits, I guess. Giggles. Hans even wolfed down his meal today. I knew he was tough, my little brother. Even Father smiled at me today when he said good morning. May 25th. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. I'm totally absorbed in Hans's recovery. I have scarcely 5 minutes to myself to return to my refuge and scribble down these words. May 26, 1930. It is very curious whether Hans is hungry, thirsty, or if he wants something, he cannot stop saying my name. He can't bear it when I leave him for even an instant. Gertrude thinks I should move my bed into his room to help him sleep better. I hope that Father will agree. Today is the first day that Hans has left the house, June 2nd, so it's been like a month. He went for a short walk in the garden, but Hans is still very weak. The doctor said we should be patient and shouldn't rush him. Father says he should be a man and run around the garden already. It is too hard, so hard though. I hope so much that life can return how it once was. June 20th, 1930. Hans has been out his coma. What? Hans has been out his coma for a month now. He still doesn't say much and has difficulty moving. He sits motionless for long periods of time, his eyes wide open, as though he lost in thought. I have often had to call his name several times before he reacts. Then he will smile, and when he does, the moment is magic for me, and I couldn't possibly be happier. June 22nd. I had to talk to him. The burden was too great. I asked Hans about the accident in the cave to find out what he could remember. He could utter only one word, mammoth. Again with the mammoth! And his eyes glowed so strangely when he said it that he frightened me. September 15th. I go back to school today for the first time in my life. Oh, and for the first time in my life. I'm dreading it. I'm afraid of leaving Hans alone. Despite Gertrude's kindness and attention, I have the impression that Hans is much less nervous when I'm there. October 20th. While I was doing my homework yesterday evening, Hans crept up on me so quietly he made me jump. He took a pencil and a blank sheet of paper, and curiously, he started drawing. It is the first time since his accident he has done anything but daydream. October 28th. Hans scribbled almost obsessively. It is all he will do, all day long. I feel it annoys Father. Nobody else understands, but I can see that Hans is trying to draw mammoths. November 16th. Today is my birthday, and Gertrude has made me an apple pie, my favorite. But Father has not returned home for lunch, and totally forgot about my birthday and doesn't care about me anymore. Hans doesn't want to leave his room. The best present I can ever have is to see Hans back on the road to recovery. That is a sad birthday. December 25th. Snow is falling. It is beautiful. January 10th. The doctor visited to examine Hans. He seems happy that my little brother has fully recovered his faculties. It truly is a miracle. I don't understand why he doesn't talk more, though. Why isn't he livelier like he was before? He had a brain injury, kiddo. It is Hans' birthday. Today he's 11 years old. I have the strangest of impressions that actually he has lost 5 years rather than gained one more. The doctor has just left. February 29th. I saw him whispering with Father. Their serious expressions worried me awfully. What could they be hiding from me? I'm a grown-up now. At the age of 15, you can understand everything. I'm too scared to ask Father what is happening. March 15th. I have been thinking, and it seems to me that Hans' attitude isn't normal. The shock of the fall and his coma must have had much more serious effects than we first imagined. Hans, my dear brother, what is happening to you? April 4th. I have discovered the truth. Oh, there's the village idiot sketch. I see, Cedra. Oh, I do remember now that you say that. Okay. I have discovered the truth. Hans is stunted physically and mentally. I eavesdropped on a conversation between the doctor, Father, and Gertrude. Gertrude buried her tears-filled eyes in her apron, and Father muttered the word, "Oh my goodness!" "No thank you," under his breath. How could you say such a thing? Father's like a human monster. It is Easter, and we're on school holidays. This means I can spend all day with Hans and protect him from Father's permanent dark moods. He cannot accept the fact that Hans, his only son, will stay in this state of forever. April 14th. It is truly difficult to accept, but it is not Hans's fault. Mine, maybe. I'll take all responsibility for everything that goes wrong in this family, but not Hans. I don't know how to make Father understand. He seems full of hatred for him. It is dreadful. I feel so powerless. See, I'm a grown-up now at the age of 15. That's what 15-year-olds think. That's what I probably thought at 15. 1 year. 1 year has gone by, and it feels like an eternity. The situation shows no signs of improvement, either in terms of Hans's mental health or Father's attitude towards him. May 30th. Extraordinary. Father has decided to take Hans to Paris for new tests. He says that not only in the French capital we find truly competent doctors. Boy, this is 1931. We're getting dangerously close to Nazi territory. We must make Hans ready for the great expedition. Oh no, they're going to do some sort of lobotomy on him. This is awful. No news from Father and Hans, but I remain hopeful. I'm sure they will take good care of my little brother and won't medically abuse him. They have returned. Hans rushed into my arms and started crying. It took me a long time to calm him down and get him to sleep. Father is still as taciturn as he was before he left. The French doctors have confirmed the diagnosis. Hans will remain physically and mentally impaired. I am stunned. The summer is coming to a close. It has been less stifling than the last. The sun has put color in Hans's cheeks. When I look at him, I have difficulty imagining he will not change. Father says nothing and increasingly shuts himself away in his office in the factory. Jermaine, we're like a bunch of kids in here. Jen starts reading and immediately we start watching cartoons. Gertrude tells me that love and faith triumph over any science. I lack neither. God be praised. Father took Hans to the factory this morning. Hans was so afraid that I accompanied them. Fortunately, Father said nothing. I failed to understand why he insisted on bringing them. Father left for the factory with Hans once again this morning. I think he wants to persuade Hans that he could be useful for something. It's his way of resisting fate. Goodness, how much more reading they expect us to do? For a month now, every morning, Hans got to work with Father at the factory. I'm not exactly sure what he does there, but he seems to enjoy it. I feel my brother's behavior has changed considerably. He is much less capricious. April 14th. I could cry! Hans has made me a present, a small robot mammoth with a trunk that rises and falls. When Father saw it, he nodded his head in satisfaction. Both Gertrude and Father now have their own robot mammoths. Theirs are even more intricate and finely tuned. Little brother is not such... I'm not going to read that after all. Hans's mammoths now walk, raise their trunks, and wag their tails. It is incredible. I met the head of the factory workshop, Mr. Gripes, this morning. He says that for a young lad of 12, Hans is still very gifted. It's a shame he only makes elephants. Oh, interesting. Father and Hans were locked in a long discussion yesterday, or should I say Hans was locked in one of Father's long monologues. As it is conceivable that Hans should go to school like other children, Father wants to make him a worker of the factory. However, Hans will have to stop making his own little devices. Hans's silence, his half-gaping mouth, and staring eyes finally sent Father off into a rage. I tried to broach the subject with Hans. I suggested he should obey Father. Learning a craft at the factory is one chance to do something constructive with his life. This is going on and on. He is gifted and takes so much pleasure in making automatons. He did look like he wasn't listening to me, but I know he'll think about what I said. Oh gosh, February 20th. It's not that Hans cannot speak, it's that he doesn't want to speak. He uses the least possible words for communication, except with me, but he's still very economical with words. Incredible. Hans was not just satisfied with learning how the assembly line works, instead he completely redesigned it. Father and Monsieur Gripes are taking a serious look at his plans. Father has wanted to talk to me about my future since I passed my exams. He wants to send me to university because he says my intelligence is astounding. My heart was beating so loud. It is true I do love studying, but I couldn't bear to be away from Hans. What a ghastly summer. I have been prematurely torn between my desire to go to university and my refusal to leave my brother. I talked about it with Hans, but he said nothing. That same evening, I found my own little mammoth broken. Oh. Hans had another fit of hysterics at dinner again. Father announced that Hans' new assembly line would soon be finished. However, they have removed the automaton parrots that shout orders, as they were deemed superfluous. Hans was livid. He hurled his soup dish to the ground and stormed... Oh gosh, guys. She's in a bad situation. Shiny thing, Pokemon, gelatin. What will happen between the both of them when I'm not here? I don't know. I don't think it's your responsibility. I think you need to get out and live your own life. October 17th. Despite my scruples, I am finally leaving. Hans has not talked to me for a week. Father would not understand if I told him why I wanted to stay. My heart is so heavy. Christmas. It's so strange to be home. I had never left home for such a long time before. What, she didn't take her diary with her? Once we were alone, Hans did not stop talking. Words just leaped out of his mouth. How we laughed at his excitement. He presented me with a delightful little ballerina to replace the mammoth, he told me. I was so touched that I started crying. Distance has done nothing to harm the strong bond between us. It is strange to pick up this diary once more. At first my impulse was to tear it up, but I resisted and instead succumbed to my second desire, which was to write for a while. I am alone in my attic and once more. I have been home for 2 months now, and after a summer spent living with the intense joy of being reunited with my brother, Hans has returned to the factory. Father has aged so, and Gertrude's arthritis caused her terrible pain. All in all, the last 4 years have been kind to Father and Hans. The relationship is less intense. They still do not exchange much conversation, but they now have a thing in common, the factory. I'm even beginning to feel a bit jealous. Silly, really. September 17th. Hans hasn't changed. To help Gertrude, who's designed a totally automated kitchen, and Gertrude can't stop moaning at the wooden puppets. Oh, how I adore them. I want to go... How much more do we have? Wow, guys! So much more reading! I want to go and see Father and Hans at work. I hadn't been to the factory for ages. It's strange how much it has changed. I was very curious to see them set about their tasks. I like Father's new office very much. Hans has a small workshop on the first floor, crammed with odds and ends, unfinished robots, and designs exactly as I imagined in fact. October 15th. The factory is working very well. Orders for toys keep coming in, spurred on by the run-up to Christmas. When I was at university and I said my name was Vorarlberg, people would ask me if I had any relation to the Valladine factory. Now I know. It's like Valladolid. Is it Valladolid? It's like a PBS documentary, says Cedra. Exactly. If I had any relation to the Valladolid factory, now I know the effect that Hans's genius has had on the factory's reputation. November 2nd, to make myself useful, I started helping Father set his papers in order. The most extraordinary thing of all is that for the first time ever, I have the impression the three of us form a real family. December 8th. Hans never ceases to surprise me. Between home and the factory, his behavior is very different. In his workshop, he is serious, concentrated, a proper young man who keeps his eye on everything going on, constantly on the move and in control. One has the impression that each single toy is his very own infant. At home, he turns back into a child once more and is either moody or happy-go-lucky buffoon. Christmas. The most wonderful Christmas of my whole life. Hans and I could not stop giggling like children beneath Father's disapproving glare. I know that he has only pretended, really. Our hearts are so full of hope. How far does the diary go on, says Chairman Cedra? Enough to make you think the game is longer than it actually is. April 3rd, 2002. January 5th, 1938. Hans came to see me in my bedroom yesterday evening. I feel terribly awkward, terribly ill at ease. I might have guessed. Hans wants to leave. Leave Valladolid. The house, the factory. He wants to go traveling. He doesn't know where or for how long. That's just like him. I was so shocked that I told him his plans were foolish. He left my room without a word, his head bowed. Okay, I thought that he wanted to leave because of Father. Not at all. It's because of the mammoths. He wants to go tracking mammoths. I thought he had gotten over his obsession. I know my brother only too well. I wouldn't dream of telling him his quest is useless. It isn't worth it. He will not listen to reason. I was selfish the other evening. I returned to talk to Hans and asked him gently if he was sure of his decision. I already know what the reply is going to be. Nothing will make him change his mind. There's so many clues in here, guys. Like, I have to read it because it's like... It's going to be puzzles based on this. December 25th, 2050. Life sucks. Exact. I want to... Yeah, I keep wanting to hit that flyaway that doesn't exist only in the game. Despite my profound sadness and despair, I must help Hans fulfill the destiny he has chosen and announce the news to Father. I fear the worst. The worst was worse than my fears. Father angered was terrifying. He shut Hans away in his workshop at the factory and has forbidden all visits except from Gertrude, who feeds him. Father has decided that Hans should remain locked up for as long as it takes for him to abandon his infantile decision. Gertrude tells me that Hans is very despondent and highly resolute. The worry is driving me mad. As soon as Gertrude returns from the factory, I hasten to get news from my little brother. He doesn't say anything. He just fiddles with bits and pieces, she replies every day with a sigh. I have tried desperately to reason with Father, but I know I'm just wasting my breath. February 9th. Hans is 18 years old today, and he is all on his own for his birthday. How many weeks did they keep him in this room? February 20th. In secret, Gertrude delivered to me a small robot from Hans. It's a robot of us as children. It works with a small cylinder punched with tiny holes. I quivered with emotion as I turned the key. The message gave us simple. He was telling me he loved me very much. February 21st. Gertrude gave me a different tiny cylinder for today's toy. Hans is truly incredible. He has found a means of communication between us and us alone in total secret. Jennerman says, June 10th, 2525, mankind is still alive. Cedra says, April 1st, 3000. Why am I still alive? My days are spent eagerly awaiting Hans's messages. He is now resolved to run away. He is preparing his escape like if it was a game. Okay, we're only two pages left. Matt is dying here, he says. The second Matt is obviously the Cheddar Man. Gertrude has returned and she's beside herself. Hans has disappeared. Father is not deigned to return to the workshop where he's locked up his son, nor to find out how he managed to escape. He just gave me a black look, as if he knew we're up to something behind his back. March 7th. It is beginning to dawn on me that Hans is gone. Sorry for the yawn. I miss him so terribly. Please protect my little brother and watch him over him for me. March 11th. With Hans gone, Father now locks himself away night and day at the factory. The house is so gloomy now. March 12th. This morning I caught Father in the drawing room trying to kill himself. No, installing a coffin on the trestle. The sight of it made my blood freeze. What on earth was he up to? My questions meet only with stony silence and a permanent black countenance. March 13th. Behind closed curtains, the drawing room with the coffin, surrounded by huge candles, has become a veritable funeral chamber. March 14th. This is ghastly. I've just understood what Father's up to. This morning the priest came to pray before the coffin, and I finally caught on. Father is in mourning for the death of Hans. Father made the priest believe that his son was dead. How could he do such a thing? March 16th. The madness occasioned by his grief, my father grows ever more cold and calculating. He contacted his old friend, Dr. Schmoll, who duly drew up a bona fide death certificate without even seeing the body. I dare not imagine what yarn he has spun. March 17th. Hans' funeral will be officially held next Sunday. Father strictly forbade me to attend. The sordid masquerade makes me feel ill, but I cannot denounce the subterfuge, or else I will also display my father's mental instability to the world. The shame would kill him. That much is certain. March 23rd. I have to get away, far away. April 23rd. No, I will not leave. I thought long and hard. My life is here, and next to my father. He needs me too much now. Well, yeah, because you're codependent. He's crazy abusive. The factory needs me because Father is incapable of running it now. Besides, I can only find peace of mind among Hans's robots. And they just yelled at me at the beginning of the game that you're never supposed to call them robots. Never mind. And how shall I know when he has sent me new ones if I am not home to receive them? No, I shall not leave. My destiny is to remain here and keep watch and be a spinster forever. Chairman, good old Dr. Schmoll hands out death certificates like candy. Oh, alright, and now we have a bell. Can we look at that? Ink bottle. Oh, we might be able to use that with the other things over there. Alright, so that was a lot of backstory, guys. Which is kind of, it didn't really tell me anything terribly new other than the mammoth obsession, which was new. No, I don't want to walk back here. Oh gosh, poor Momo waited that whole time for us to not draw him a mammoth. Plot holes in a sci-fi setting. Pour the ink all over the diary. Well, this isn't Harry Potter. We don't have to kill the diary. Stab it! Stab it with the fang! Alright, there's nothing I can open up here, game? This looks like interesting stuff, game. Why'd you make the background so interesting if you don't care about it? Oh gosh, the lighting is way off in my... Sorry that... I don't know what's up with my webcam. Give me a second. I don't understand why it's brightening up and going down. Brightening up and going down. Yes, we do have to kill the diary. Okay. Okay. Won't let me do anything with that. And it won't let me do anything. Won't let me do this. Helps. Maybe. No, that did not help. That made it worse. Let's go back to defaults. Alright, maybe I don't know if that was helpful or not. I'll figure it out later. Okay, yes. I didn't hit the okay again. Shred all your legal documents. Revenge! Revenge against the diary! Okay. Let's go get... This fly in the attic is also driving me crazy. It's making me... Okay, let's go over here. We're gonna walk by Momo and say, sorry, Momo. I thought that... I keep remembering... Okay, can we go farther this way? Oh! Yeah, we've been in this room before. Okay, there's... stuff. And junk. And boots. Look! Cute boots! And more junk. And more stuff. More things. And what do we have? We have ink bottle. We've got pen and paper. Alright, now maybe we can try and draw a mammoth, maybe. Now that we know all the mammoth backstory. I kind of thought they would have made an automaton that could draw mammoths. Who's Momo? This is Momo. Momo is a child in the town that's not so bright. That probably has some sort of, like, basically learning disability. And he was friends with Anna. That's a kid who's in the attic. He knows something about where Hans is, but he's not going to tell me. It has also... We now have ink and the pen and paper, and you'd really think that we could... do something with it, but it doesn't look like it. There's gotta be something we can do in the attic now. There's a picture of Dorian Gray back here too. This is like a masterwork that's worth like millions. It's just sitting there. Just take the money and run, Kate. Take the money and run. I'm surprised anyone's still here after that reading, guys. Sorry, that's just the way that games are. Pre-streaming, when they thought, oh, they'll just sit here and read this. It'll help them the time go by. Alright. Now let's see if it'll let us draw the mammoth.
Momo, I've got something else I want to ask you.
Momo listening.
Oh.
It must be fascinating to live in a village full of automatons.
Automatons made by hands. Difficult
we've
work.
heard this before.
When Momo big, he do like hands.
Oh, what says Cheddar Man? Alright, so...
You're a sweet kid, Momo. But I can't draw. Least of all, mammoths.
Draw mammoth easy. Hans draw mammoth. Anna draw mammoth. Kate too.
I mean, maybe I could do a quick squiggle.
No.
My goodness, you are one stubborn boy.
Draw him a mammoth. That's not going to take you that long.
Momo, I've got to go now. But see you later, maybe.
I'm more aggravated with her not drawing him a simple mammoth than anything else. There's a bike up here, too. Alright, what else do we get? We basically got... Where else can we go in here? There's got to be someplace else we can go. Because otherwise, how are we going to get in the building? Open up some cabinets. Look through some stuff. Have a cleaning montage where you clean down all these spider webs. Chairman, yeah, it's just a hairy elephant. That's how I feel about it. Why don't you just do that? Alright, let's climb out the window and see what happens. Since it's apparently the only way we can get out of here. Alright. So, we need to either find an automaton that can draw a mammoth or draw a mammoth, which she flat out refuses to do. Even though we have ink and a pen and paper. Not that hard, Kate. Kate's just, she's a lawyer, so you think she'd be thinking like, oh, this is, you know, I'm just gonna fulfill the letter of the law and draw him something and then demand he tell me the secret, but that's not what she does. Okay, there's gotta be... Hey, Spencer! Spencer says hairy elephants are just pompous elephant hippies. Christy girl, I like the reading actually. Well, I'm glad you did, because I felt bad. Like, I enjoyed the backstory, but I also was like, gosh, this is a lot of reading for people to listen to in a game when it's being streamed, when you're not reading a book. What's this over here?
The door's locked, but I've still got to get in there.
The Cheddarman. Oh yeah, but it's like that drunk. That's what I keep thinking of. Cheddarman is the automaton they featured in Hugo. Actually, when I saw that movie, I thought a lot of this game. I thought a lot of this game. In a game in general. True enough. Mist did that a lot too. I think Retrograde Tom had to read a lot because they had a lot of diaries. I think Joy Killed It probably went to bed, but if she was here, she could definitely confirm that. Alright, so we tried to go this way. Can we go? Should be able to like sneak in. Look, there's a gap. Mind the gap. I haven't been too many dead spots, which is nice in this game. I feel like we've done a lot. Chairman, I don't think that any missed games have a single diary quite that long. I don't know, some of them are pretty long, but I'd have to go back and check. Spencer's that ladder big enough to get over Trump's wall. I don't know. Alright, so we just came from where? Here? Can we go... Okay. Uh-oh. Nope, okay, this is where we came. So we came this way. There's like a turn here. So there's a turn in here. Let's go in here. Okay, we already looked in here. This is where we found the key. So we've already kind of looked in here. And then this way is locked. And we didn't get anything like with the punch cards that's new. We can't, for some reason we can't ask the lady just to open up the, can you open up the... Would you mind opening the gates for us, lady? We really need you to do that.
No point. It's locked.
Actually, did we actually talk to her about that? I'll be mad if she's like, oh, here's the key. You should have just asked. It's easy for me to unlock the door for you. I'm the caretaker or something crazy like that.
Good morning. You've got a magnificent garden here.
She sort of looks like a zombie in any other game. She's gonna come after you.
Oh, please don't talk about it. Since my gardener automaton...
Yeah. Can you help us? No. She does not give a rat's behind about us, to be honest. Run! Alright guys, well it is 12:30, so I'm gonna save it. And we're gonna come back to this on Thursday. Thank you guys so much for coming out. This is really fun. Birds! Did you see the birds, Cheddarman? I've really enjoyed playing this game. I definitely don't remember very much of it other than the automatons. And I think I vaguely remember the mammoths, but just that they talked about mammoths a lot, which they have done. So tomorrow I'll be back with the indie game we're playing, which is Night of the Rabbit, which is a beautiful game. If possible, it's a little more wordy than Syberia, but at least they read their own stuff. So I will be back on Thursday with this, and thank you guys so much. You've been really fun. I enjoy chat the most. I really appreciate everyone coming out and supporting me. So I will see you guys next time.